Good morning, everybody. It's Chris here from Serene Education with the 4 majors analysis update for the 19th of July 2011. Just going to be looking at our euro against US dollar first on our 4 majors. Let's have a look here on the CTC strategy template, what the euro has in store. Daily, very indecisive the past couple of days. We had this massive shooting star after a bullish up move. This came at a point where we had a prior support, which was now a new resistance, and then we had an indecision candle, like a spinning top, and then we had a decision, a lot of movement to the downside. However, short-lived. US session yesterday saw price revert to the upside and close higher. Asian market trading has seen a spinning top yet again. So a lot of indecision going into the last 4 days. And as long as it's trading below this prior support here, at the 14,750 mark or something, 750 or 1718, 1800, then we're still looking short. Below the 2 intermediate moving averages, the CTC is in our favor, and you can see that the intermediate trend is lower for this pair. So daily, sorry, I'm trying to get this right. Yeah, still in a consolidation range. 1400 was the price support and resistance level here. You can see it's trading between these 2 points now. So it bounced higher on the 200 period moving average, closed higher, however not higher than the previous swing. So that up move, that bullish up move, was short-lived, and now we're sitting in this range where price is just moving between 2 points, so roughly between 1400 and 14200, and very indecisive at the moment now. So where to for this pair? Well, very indecisive. We could see another reattempt of the lows. The one thing that really strikes me is price action happening at the top end of the candle here, confirming some sort of upside movement. We could see price hesitation or consolidating around that end and reattempting this price support area here, or this resistance level here at 1800, or we could just see price reverting to the downside as that momentum is short-lived in this pair and indecisive. So it looks like we're just waiting for some sort of news event to occur on this pair. And it's very indecisive, and I think it's just it needs somebody just to give it a kick in the butt, to be honest with you. It just needs a confirmation. It looks like it's biding its time for confirmation of some sort before we see a next run of events. But until such time, we're looking for consolidation. Either way, we need to see it trading above 1800 for this pair to be any chance of being bullish intermediate. Otherwise, we're just looking for shorting opportunities intraday. So look for those setups. 1400 would be our first target because we've been in the past. Next up is sterling. Let's have a look at the daily. Here again, also trading an intermediate downtrend. Broken a major trend just recently. There you have it. Made a pullback, failure to break higher, and a continuation. Similar fates as with the euro. Huge up candle. This has been short-lived, however, because it's now traded on the underside or failed to break the underside of a price support and resistance level. And we've seen price now trading underside. Yesterday, we had quite a long trading range, and price reverted to the upside. However, not as the euro. We've seen a bigger down candle, sterling trading slightly lower than this. Is this failure at an intermediate trend line, and we're going to see price fall even further due to that resistance level here that's met on a number of occasions at this level. It also has failed to break and close higher than this previous swing, noticeably, and it's now testing the 200 period moving average as we speak. Trading lower, that going into the US session will definitely confirm that we're seeing further downside movement for this pair. CTC is in our favor. However, we need the red arrow if you're trading daily. You can see there's a consolidation. There's a blue arrow here saying heads up. There's consolidation. Sure enough, we are trading right at that intermediate trend line. So as it looks intraday, if we're going to have a close at the low end of this wick, So trading lower than 16,044 going into the US session would definitely confirm that we're looking for further downside movement, and then we should be looking for potential targets to the downside. Ultimately, that would be roughly around the 5,900 mark for this pair. Swiss franc. The US dollar against Swiss franc. The US dollar getting a bit of strength against its counterpart. This is coming in a negative setup after a lot of selling we've seen. Price breaking through a prior support and resistance level around the A300 mark. And are we just seeing a consolidation now? Pullback of this pair, and are we going to see price testing the 8300 mark very soon on this pair? You can see here this candle here, hammer, after 2 days of indecision, this engulfing those two trading ranges, and sure enough this morning on Asian market trading we've seen a price revert to the upside, and it's continuing as we speak. So US dollar getting a bit of strength with its Swiss counterpart. So 830 could be a possible target intraday. Look for those potential targets. CTC, however, is in a negative trend, so just be aware that we are in a negative downtrend. We have been so for many a month, and we have broken through a price support and resistance level just recently. So all those need to be factored in. However, we're just looking at a breakout, pullback, consolidation area, and then a possible continue to the downside as we still wait or bide our time to see what the US is going to do about their debt ceiling. Are they going to raise it? Are they going to try and cut back to try and see if they can lower that debt? It remains to be seen. There's a lot of umming and ahhing between the congressmen about it, and it's also starting to worry a lot of people worldwide, globally, about the US debt ceiling. So pull back the US dollar against the Swiss franc as it seems now intraday. Look for possible opportunities to at least the 830 mark intraday for this pair. Last pair of the day is the US dollar against Japanese yen. Here again, notice price broke through a very strong support and resistance level not too long ago. However, we've seen the past couple of days where we've seen indecision, a lot of spinning tops and dojis. So very indecisive at the moment. Now, this is primarily due to the fact that the US market is, well, they have the debt issue in the US that they're trying to work out at the moment now, the debt ceiling level. They're trying to raise it. Should they raise it? What are the implications of raising it? They can raise it. There's no reason why they shouldn't. But there's obviously implications behind that. They've obviously put a level there for a reason, psychologically, but they've reached it now. The $14.6 trillion mark has been reached, and so things are looking quite. Everybody's just waiting to see what the Congress do about it. The Republicans and Democrats aren't at loggerheads as to should they be raising it and what the implications are for them doing that. And it's kind of taken away the whole factor from the Eurozone problems at the moment now. So we have Euro, which is having a bit of a bad day at the office, and we faced with the US also having some having a bad day at the office as well. So we're seeing Euro actually being supported by a weak US dollar at the moment now because of the negativity coming out of the US, primarily because of this debt issue, ceiling trying to issue. Even though Euro is in such a bad spot at the moment now, especially with the likelihood of Greece defaulting on its bailout, etc. So you can see the US dollar against the yen trading sideways as we try and we wait for a definite outcome on these meetings that are taking place in the States as we speak. Once we get a reading about what they expect to do, then we'll probably see a continuation either way. If they do raise it, then we might see a consolidation and a possible reattempt of the 80 mark. If we don't, then we probably could see the US dollar continue to fall, and 77 would still be our potential target for the pair as it remains. You can see at the moment now that the CTC, we have broken a long-term support area, and the CTC is in our favor. So as it stands now, all we need is some really bad news out of the US and we should see extensions lower. However, if we see if we do see some sort of agreement coming through and a guaranteed what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, I've just lost all my words. If we do see them coming towards an amicable agreement on raising the debt or coming up with some way of actually trying to lower it at the same time, then we could see the US dollar gaining a bit of strength, and 80 would be our first port of call for this pair for the foreseeable future. So wait for the news. It's consolidating. Intraday, you're going to see a lot of almost a box pattern here. A lot of my students talk about it, but yeah, definitely consolidating or waiting for the biding its time, waiting for a bit of news to be to come out, and that's exactly what we're looking for. We're looking for the confirmation of what's likely to come happen in the US before we see any movement higher or lower. That's it for today, guys. Hope you have a fantastic trading day. If you are trading the CTC strategy, please follow the rules of it and make sure you back it up with very strong money management rules, as we are trading in a very volatile time. So expect volatility, and you need to be exercising strong money management rules while this volatility is around. Have fun, keep it simple, and trade serenely.